Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. You may have seen it's a beautiful day outside here with the sun shining brightly. How warm it is, I don't know yet. I haven't been outside. I have been sleeping. It's a Sunday morning, except it's shifted into daylight saving, so it's an hour earlier than I'd normally be-ish. But we did remember to put the clocks forward and I was awake anyway, so here we are. For those who may be watching in replay, which may be most of you, I don't know yet, have a lovely morning, a great start to our new week. Interesting how we've shifted our weeks to being a start on a Monday instead of a Sunday, but Sunday is the start of the week. So have a good one today. Let's move into what the cards are going to let us know about today. I'm Ros Bounty, Psychic Medium. You may have guessed that. You may already know that. Let's go across to the cards. Bringing you today, it's the Kipper cards. And good morning to Tuan. Here we go. We're here with the Kipper deck. I think that's French. But anyway, it is the Kipper deck. Fortune-telling cards, these ones. But it is the artist that intrigues me. It is Ciro Marchetti. I absolutely love his artwork. So hence we've got his cards for the second day of the weekend. And this is the guidebook that goes with it. I will be referencing and using that. The other card that I have in here, I've got 3 of his cards here from the Kipper. So it's Community, Courthouse and Wealthy Man. I'll explain those as we read each of them later. The other one I have is from the Shaman's Path, which you can see just here on the sideline. It's one by Dr. Stephen Farmer, a deck that's relevant for shaman work as well as very much general interest living in the moment. So I'm going to bring that one up to read the back of it because this one doesn't have a guidebook. It is giving us the direction for walking meditation. So what we have on the back of this is the instructions for the card. So a walking meditation is where you walk slowly, about 75% of your usual pace, and breathing in rhythm with each step. So while outdoors, walk for 10 minutes at a much slower pace, coordinating your breathing with each step. Walk on Earth Mother, barefoot each day to bring health and healing. And the affirmation is, I'm aware of my breath and each step I take. A beautiful card, a lovely instruction for our shaman's journey. I'm leaving that one out of the picture for the moment because our effort of concentration, our instruction for our day comes more from the Kipper cards, the spread that I use. This is the main guidance that I like to access. So I'm going to zoom into the cards so that we can see them more clearly in and of themselves. A little bit further. Does it bring all of them together? Oh, it's a little bit. I'm just going to do that. It was for convenience that I had the other angle there. Let's have a look and bring the card here. I will just put it the other way. It's funny. In the movement of walking, as we're given from the shaman's card, we can move in any direction, and I can move the cards in whichever way. Spirit had it with the layout that I took the photo of for a purpose, and that's to give to you in one succinct view of the 4 cards together. This is the main emphasis, is the courthouse is our theme today. Besides that, that is a walking meditation. The walking meditation is that we are going to be doing. This is the theme, the courthouse. The community is in the home space, and we have the wealthy man in the workspace. It's funny because that's what came up yesterday, the wealthy man in the workspace. Very interesting. We've still got in our home space that emphasis on the people within our close realm. Let's look at the courthouse first though. So I can see that no one's putting comments in yet, so they must still be snoozing, catching up on those little Z's that float around in our minds as we sleep. Or counting sheep, still trying to get back to sleep, just to sneak in a bit of a sleep in on a Sunday. Now, the courthouse is a somewhat challenging card. Here we meet a solicitor coming from proceedings in his wig, white collar and gown. This card does mean lawsuits, court proceedings, divorces, wills, contracts, taxes, disputes and all legal matters. But your solicitor is capable, so the outcome could be good if you're near or whether you've got other enabling cards near you. The two on each side definitely give that indication, so it's all going to be good. So what it's suggesting is to consider all options, and you might want to settle with one of those that is at your most conducive. It could also mean that there's going to be continuing negotiations. So other formal buildings that it could mean, City Hall. We don't have here in Australia a City Hall, but we do have the main courts of the justice system, the High Court, etc. But there's post offices are part of that, government regulatory type buildings and that sort of thing. It's all sorts of things like that that does involve the regulation and consideration of that. That level of interaction with people, because we wouldn't need them if we didn't have people, would we? So that's what our courthouse, it is our theme. So I feel that is our walking meditation is highly involved in that consideration factor of what comes up as far as you do your walking meditation, letting go anything that is holding you as far as the pressure and stress of what might be involved in your courthouse type of theme today. Let it go. Walk through that with your walking meditation in a lovely breathing calmness that is going to bring it to you the clarity you need around something that has more of that sort of legal implication that is going to be holding you to account for some reason or to a decision of some sort. So allow that to flow through and give you the clarity as you're doing your walking meditation. Now with our community card, this is, well, it's sort of cozy, but not. If you can see the contrast that is that beautiful. Anyway, we should read the card meaning that's in the book. But what I'm seeing is that beautiful. It is a contrast, quite a contrast between that is the house wall of this room that they're standing against with the doors. Is it doors that are open behind? It is doors that are open behind. They're in front of what looks like lavish room, lavish space. And that could be the City Hall, the Town Hall, that is lavish and lush and open to the public. But these three people, the mum and dad and child, or grandfather, daughter, child, grandchild, who knows, they do look like they're in a slightly poorer condition than what sort of is allowed back into that beautiful room. Let's just read what the card's guidance has for us on that. So it is an enabling and positive card. So it's bringing things forward with positivity. So here we meet the cheerful and stoic working class. The gardener. Here we go. We've got them explained. It's the gardener. The flower girl of Covent Garden. I was going to say Coventry. Different word there, isn't it? The flower girl of Covent Garden and the errand boy from the local pub. The servants who all come together in support. This card's literal meaning is friends and community, and it's in our house space, remember? Or home space. More abstractly, it's about support, being understood and finding the place where you belong. Since your community is always there for you, the timing of this card is ongoing. So it describes all people with whom you feel a connection. So it's the family, the relatives, the friends, and any like-minded person. It may also describe groups, unions, and associations. So it's that broader community. In questions about partnership matters, it describes a harmonious relationship. So if you're feeling concerned about relationship, feel the harmony in this one. In professional terms, well, we're in our home space here, so it is about good teamwork though. and being able to be in all places for all purposes as well to support each other. Doesn't matter if that's a really big formal and more hoity-toity upper class. It's all people being able to be together in community for reason, for purpose, wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, and that's okay. Especially, you know, find your place. It does feel like find your place. Now, as we're looking to the wealthy man in card number 13, we had that yesterday, so it definitely is that is abundant. Excuse me. Here we've got the wealthy man in his mahogany panelled office at the end of a successful trading day. Remember, we've got this little ticker tape machine. Whoops, I'll bump that. Remember this little ticker tape machine? It's showing that things have been all positive. That is a golden colour for the reflection of wealth and abundance as well. So with his top hat and grey suede gloves in hand, he's satisfied, as that machine shows the stock market is doing well. So it's bringing in more of the abundance of obviously what he's used to, but what can be further looked forward to. So he's a handsome man with all the indications of the wealth there, a lovely library of books behind him and all sorts. Now, he could be the venture capitalist, banker, financier, you know, banker, that's a banker in another sense, entrepreneur. So he stands for the career success or the business acumen, smart plans, rational thought and well-calculated risks. So there could be something that you are considering that maybe has needed to be going to or through court for the agreements, contracts and things that are in pending mode that you're considering. It could be other things that are like, you know, getting along, moving up, promotions, that type of thing in your workspace. If you're not in the position that you own the business or have that sort of influence, it could be just that you are, well, is it called climbing the ladder anymore? Progressing in your career, moving forward, being able to create even more abundance for what you're earning as your own, living your livelihood for how you want to live this beautiful life we live. Okay, so it's looking really quite positive, even though sometimes the courthouse might present challenging choices and decisions to be made. It's bringing it all together in the perfect sense of how it's needing to be for the community and your own well-being, because this is more individualised and what your responsibility is in that choice that you're making as your pathway in life as well, to be able to sustain who you are and how you are being in this life. In wherever your environment is. Okay, so that is our reading for today. Thank you for joining me, even if it's going to be in replay mode, as I believe most of you will be doing. So I haven't been able to share any of the comments on screen from you. So here is the link to the psychic.online, that specifically to the readings page, so that you can book a reading if you so desire to get more detail, more personalised understanding of whatever questions you might have for your life. Thank you, and keep being the best you. Have a wonderful day as you move into or out of daylight saving, wherever you might be in the world. I know from this season of October through to early November, I think can be very challenging for the world time zones and trying to work them out as it shifts, because we humanity, people, the people's governments decide that we need time shifted. I like the natural way of sunrise, sunset. That's time. And it's time to go. Keep being the best you, and blessings. Namaste for your day today.